Hey gang, I just finished recording the first videos for this year with this new setup. I think there's still some tweaking to do, to be honest. This color temperature, I'm not quite sure if I like it or not. But so we just had Christmas. It's right now it's December 31st, so pretty much tonight I'm going to be celebrating the New Year's along with everybody else. I don't have any big plans or anything, but no, I thought I would share some of my favorite Christmas gifts that I got this year. I got a lot of books. I talked in a recent video about Václav, I think I'm saying his name right, Václav Smil. He's like this expert on energy. He's got all these books about it. So this, I think, is his newest one. It's called Energy and Civilization, a History. Like, you can feel how heavy the information is in this. It's like so heavy, but it talks about energy from like our cells all the way to nuclear power that's, powering the planet and that kind of stuff. Like, it's super in depth. This is the guy that Bill Gates apparently reads his books like they're new Star Wars movies. So this is Nerdtopia. There was another book of his just called Energy: A Beginner's Guide, because I might be a beginner on this. So I might want to start with this one and then go into the other one. So between this and the Sapiens book that I'm reading right now, I'm just really densifying my knowledgeification base in my brain head. Something that my wife got me that's kind of cute. We have these trees in our backyard. We had to take a whole bunch of trees out so that we could put up this new fence, which was really cool and exciting and everything. But I made the offhand comment that it really bugs me. I never know what trees are. Like, I can't just look at a tree and be like, that's a sycamore, or that's an oak, or an elm, or whatever. I never really know what they are. It seems like a very manly thing to know what trees are for some reason. It's like, that's like an old pioneer or woodsman kind of thing. Anyway, so she got me the National Geographic Field Guide to Trees of North America. So, all those South American trees that I wanted to learn about. Sorry, not going to get to know it. But this is kind of neat. I mean, it's got all pictures of the different types of leaves and whatnot. I don't know how helpful this is going to be, but I will tell you, I started looking through it just because, and it's super interesting. Plants are cool and interesting. Anyway, I made an Amazon wish list for people. I've found that the best way to communicate, like send out a Christmas list for people, is to just put together a list on Amazon. So that's what I did this year. And a couple of different people got me this little tool that I'm really excited about that actually has to do with this setup in here. But it's a little gear thing here, so that what I want to be able to do is, as you probably saw in that last video, I got that bounce card up there. I'm going to actually I'm going to put a little rail across the ceiling and hang the light and the bounce card from this. So that I don't have all this extra stuff sitting on the floor over here. So I actually have two of these that I got for Christmas, which is perfect because I got the light and a bounce card, and I want to put them both up there. And this will help out quite a bit. So yeah, a couple of different people got me the same thing. Sometimes that doesn't work out in your favor. In this case, it totally did, because I actually need both of them. And it comes with this this clamp right here. You like untwist it and it clamps down. So I might actually just put like a rail, just one rail across, and just clamp down with that and be able to move them wherever I want them. But the one that really blew my mind the most, I got to give a shout out to my cousin Casey. He actually made this. Look at this. Huh? It's kind of hard to see with the stuff behind, but well, Answers with Joe logo. See, I put my eyes behind it. Can you see? But no, this is a little metal thing that he did. So Casey actually, he teaches shop at my old high school here in Texas, and he's got a CNC machine, and they made this, and he painted it black. And I think when he first gave it to me, it was still a little sticky from the paint. But how cool is that? I don't know what to do with it. I might have to put it back there somewhere, but don't know exactly where yet. And there were some other little trinkets and little things along the way, stuff here and there. But the other thing that's really cool that I got to call out is my wife gave me a year subscription or whatever to that masterclass website. So there's all kinds of stuff that I've been nerding out on that one, especially a lot of film stuff, which I'm really into, and learning more about that, which just is kind of cool to see some of your heroes from that field telling you how they do what they do. It's pretty cool, so I'm excited about that. By the way, I wanted to take a moment to welcome all the new people that have subscribed to this channel. I talked about in the last video of 2019, I did a video that was more this style, and I shouted out this channel and said, hey, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Got like 4,000 subscribers, new people here from that. So thank you guys so much for doing that. And just to give you a little bit of a heads up, this channel has been through many different iterations. I've done lots of different things, never really knowing exactly what I wanted it to land on. But if we can look forward to 2020, if we want to talk about goals for 2020, that's something I would like to make a goal for this channel, is to focus a little bit more on this channel and help to grow it a little bit. And part of that is taking my own medicine and my own advice that I gave in a previous video where I gave my top pieces of YouTube advice. My biggest one was be consistent. Well, that's one thing I have not been on this channel at all. So that's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm settling on Tuesday, putting out a video every Tuesday, and I figure that means there's a Monday video in the main channel, a Thursday video in the main channel, there's a Friday podcast from Our Ludicrous Future, and on Tuesdays I could put something out here. And sometimes it might not really be of any importance, and sometimes it might be something interesting. But that's my goal for 2020. I'm going to try to put out some kind of video here every Tuesday. We'll see how that goes. For the main channel, oh my God, there's so much going on. So subscribers wise, I want to get to 1 million by the end of next year. I think it's definitely doable. Maybe even by summer, I might be able to get to 1 million. So that's a vanity metric, if you will, but it's an important, goalpost in the growth of a channel. So I'm going to try to hit that this year. I'm feeling pretty good about that one. I want to put out a book of some kind this year. I think it's just time for me to do that. And the first book might be something really simple, like just taking the top 10 most popular videos and making a chapter out of each one of them and just covering them all a little bit more in depth. That's something I'm thinking about doing. There's a novel that I worked on for a long time that has never really been finished. I would like to be able to do that. Obviously, that is going to take a lot more work than the other idea. But I think a book of some kind would be a good thing for me to put out this year. I've talked about doing more interview segments on this channel. I'm at a point now where the channel's big enough that if there's somebody out there that I want to talk to, I could actually get them to talk with me. And there's a lot of really interesting people that I've always wanted to meet. A lot of people that are working on interesting things that I would like to get some more information on. The fact of the matter is, where I'm getting with that is, like, I've got this point now where this channel can give me the opportunity to talk to some really cool people, and I want to take that opportunity up in the next year and actually do more interviews. Kind of like, the Andy Weir thing that I did at the end of last year. So that's something I'm working on. Another thing that I'm working on, and I'm thinking about doing a tour. And part of that is, going around and talking to all these people. I want to do like in-person interviews, again, like with the Andy Weir interview that I did. And in doing so, I thought, it might be kind of cool if I'm in all these different towns and stuff, that I might use that as an opportunity to do a meetup at the very least, and meet up with people there, or maybe even put on a show, like a Live Answers with Joe show. I had dipped my toes in stand-up back in the day. Maybe I could kind of fall back on some of that a little bit. Do sort of a mini tour to some of the cities that I go to talk to these different people. I don't know what cities those would be because I haven't picked the people yet, but please let me know if that's something you would be remotely interested in. Obviously, if I was using some kind of venue, I would have to charge something because I'd have to pay for that venue. But I don't know if that's something you would actually be willing to spend $10-20 on or something to come see me talk in person and answer questions in person and have a drink and all that. Maybe that's something that I can work out. Something I've been thinking about doing this year. Just me saying out loud, I want to do a tour, sounds like, who do you think you are? I don't know. It might be a fun thing. It would definitely get me out of my comfort zone, for sure. I think that's something that's always good for people to do. And my comfort zone is sitting behind a desk in my house, talking to a camera. And on that note, you're going to be hearing me talk a lot about this for the next month or so. I'm going to be going to Fully Charged Live in Austin on February 1st and 2nd. If you don't follow the channel Fully Charged, it's a great channel. Robert Llewellyn hosts it. He plays Crichton in Red Dwarf. I almost said Red Dawn. Red Dwarf. But he's got this awesome channel, Fully Charged, and they make some spectacular videos covering all things electric, cars, batteries, solar, all that kind of stuff. And they're doing these live events, which again, if they can do these live events, then maybe I could do a small tour in some small venues and stuff. Maybe I could pull that off. But Fully Charged Live is going to be huge. It's going to be in Austin at the Circuit of the Americas, again, February 1st and 2nd. I'll be there. The whole OLF crew is going to be there. Tim and Ben. We're going to do a live OLF podcast recording. I am actually going to do some kind of Answers with Joe live thing. So this might be the prototype for what a tour might look like, or what I might do on tour. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm also excited because there's going to be some cars there, like the Rivian truck that I've never seen before. They're not really out there for people to see. We're trying to get the Cybertruck there. I don't think there's much chance of it. I don't see them driving it all the way from LA to Austin to do that. But who knows? You never know. Anyway, there's a lot of other awesome EV YouTubers, from Rich Rebuilds, 2-Bit Da Vinci, the Now You Know guys. We're all going to be there hanging out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm also trying to work on a special series that would either go on this channel or maybe somewhere else, that's going to focus on the carbon capture system and the Carbon X Prize program, to try to build a market around CO2 so that people would be incentivized to pull CO2 from the air and help mitigate some of the worst effects of this whole thing we got going on. That's still in the works. That would involve a lot of traveling and going and seeing people. And so I'm going to give you a heads up right now. If I really get in depth on that project, I'm probably going to have to go down to 1 video a week on the main channel, kind of like I did in December, because I don't know if I'll be able to keep up the pace of shooting 2 videos a week and traveling and producing this series. Just giving you a heads up, but it'll be worth it, because this is going to be an awesome series, and it's going to cover something that I think is really interesting and really important. So yeah. So anyway, you know what? It's 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything, so I'm kind of hungry. So I'm going to go do that. But thanks you guys for checking this out. Again, to the new people, welcome. I hope that you find this as interesting as many of the other people do here. I think some people just like the vlog style a little bit better than the other, but it's definitely a different beast. But yeah, you guys have a great New Year's, and be safe, have fun, celebrate, and I'll catch you next week. But thanks. Love you guys. Take care.